Trey,
Yo,
how you doing, buddy? How's everything?
I'm doing pretty well, Tyler. Can't really complain. Got a good workout in today. Started quite early, so overall pretty well. How about you?
Pretty good. No real complaints. I feel like it's like the same story every week almost. Same old. Continue to just keep on working, keep on grinding, man. Went to the gym this morning. So
How'd you enjoy your time at the gym? How was it for you?
it was good for me.
Not too many distractions?
Nah, there was distractions, but
Yeah.
you gotta lock in. Also, I'm very big into just like, and this is why I know we go to the gym and we talk, and obviously those are great times. We typically don't have the best workouts that way,
Yeah, of course.
but we were just have good quality conversation.
Interesting combos.
Today we're a little bit more quiet, but believe it or not, us being more quiet kind of helps me with the distractions because typically, like, if I'm turning and talking to you, I might also be like looking around. Also, we might be talking about said distractions, which also does not fucking help.
Yeah.
Compared to similar today, we did talk a little bit today, especially like near the end. But like when I kind of just like drink a little bit of my energy drink and just listen to music, it's easier to, I guess, block out everything else around me in the gym because it's like I kind of enter like my own little zone.
True.
Just focus on the set, focus on what's next, focus on the next set. Whether or not I want to go up, whether or not I want to stay the same, whether or not I want to push and get an extra couple reps, or if I'm staying at the same spot. Plus, I'm feeling the music, so I might be kind of like today. I was dancing a little bit, enjoying myself. But it's hard because the distractions and stuff like that.
Of course.
But when we don't talk and we kind of just put in our headphones,
It
and
makes it tremendously easier.
I kind of just lock in. I kind of just like lock in. But overall, it was a solid workout. Me being locked in helped. Got a little bit, the distraction happened a little bit towards the end of the workout,
Yeah,
which is kind of positive, which is a positive.
Which helps tremendously because, like, if it's at the beginning,
It's
it's
rough.
like you're going into it now.
It's like you're going to be here
It's
the
just
whole
like,
time.
damn, nigga, I got to stay here. And
Yeah. Compared to like,
towards
it's
the
like,
end,
yo, two more
it's like,
sets.
all right, I got two more
Two more
sets.
sets, that's it.
One more set,
Exactly.
like, that's just the last thing I got to do,
Yeah.
and then I'm out.
Exactly.
And then, like, you're done,
It's easier to, I guess, I ain't going to say handle or manage, but it's just a little bit easier.
It reminds me a lot of actually Edge. Because I remember a lot of times we would just be, like, rushing out of there, like, all right, bro, let's just go. Let's just go.
Bruh. Because it's so hard not to look, bro.
Edge was bad.
Bruh, you know what I'm saying? The females there are so fucking pretty,
I talked to my coworker because he goes there now.
Oh, he goes to Edge?
Yeah, he goes to Edge.
God bless him,
He's
bro.
like, bruh, like,
God
it's
bless
just, it's just miles everywhere.
Bruh. Everywhere. That's why I had to get out of there. That's why Crunch was fucking better.
Crunch is nice, man.
Crunch was better, but just didn't have as better equipment.
That's the whole thing.
So it was like
yeah.
Crunch didn't have the equipment, but they had the atmosphere to kind of like stay focused. Edge has the equipment,
Much more.
but not the atmosphere to.
And it's also super crowded.
So many people.
Yeah, super crowded.
You have to get there at a certain time.
That's the only gym where, like, we walked in, like, we were just like, all right, let's go.
But I remember one time, I did this with you, and I remember even doing this when you were over in Italy.
Yeah. You
I
just here by
literally,
yourself.
bro, I walked in at
Just took a lap.
literally. Bro.
Just took a lap.
I walked in, scanned my shit, went over near the dip machine, honestly just walked around the whole gym. Walked out. Was like, yeah, I'm going to Crunch. There's way too many people here. I'm not going to get a workout in, especially once. And during that time, I was going in the evening, so
It's
it probably
busy.
had to be
Busy.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
It's not the best time to go, regardless of where you go. But 6 or 7, man, walked in. Also, everything was taken. Like dip machine, all the benches, all the benches near the dumbbells as well. Damn near every machine.
Yeah.
So that's why I was really like,
You came at peak time.
yeah, that's why I was like, yo, I got to get out of here. Because I've worked out at gyms that I've been busy before. And it's never ideal, but you do what you got to do. But that day specifically, too busy.
Crunch ain't never been overpacked.
Never. Ain't never had that problem in Crunch.
No.
But now we're at a new gym at Epic. Epic is like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
In terms of it has quality equipment, good equipment. This is a good little promo for them.
That is a great
fucking welcome.
You should get a
You're
shirt.
fucking welcome.
You should
Yeah,
get a
facts. You're fucking welcome. Let me get something for free, bro. Y'all just charged me last month. Let me get that money back. Type shit. But yeah, Epic has it's a little bit of, they have really good equipment, so it's lit. but then also just like the amount of females there, which some guys look at it as like good or bad. Some guys want there to be a lot of females, which I understand. I kind of want there to be a lot of females too, but at the same time,
You want to stay focused.
I want to stay focused. Like I want to focus in on my workout.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard when you got like kind of females all around.
Attractive ladies around you.
So it's I guess that's the good thing about Epic is because it's somewhat new. I mean, we joined and it was only open for like 2 or 3 months when we joined. So because of that, not a lot of people.
And they also will have a cutoff point too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, facts. They do have. I forgot about that. They do have a cutoff.
Only
point.
Up until 1,200, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely. I like working out there. A lot of the equipment there, like I said multiple times already, is pretty good. We never had to wait for equipment. Never really got to wait for.
It's even in their motto.
Yeah, for real. No wait, just weights.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, it's not too shabby. I think it was a good move for us personally.
I mean, I can't disagree with you.
But structure's always gonna be there. It don't matter which gym you go to. Structure's always gonna be there. It's a part of it.
Just gotta work through it.
Yeah, essentially. Just gotta work to it. You don't gotta like it, you just gotta accept it. It's what it is. It's what it is. Some people look at a little added motivation, which I do too sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But other times I'm like, I'd rather not.
Sometimes you question yourself.
I'm thinking things I probably shouldn't be thinking.
Yeah. Like, I don't need these thoughts right now.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I didn't come here thinking this, and now I'm leaving thinking this.
Yeah, and I really didn't want to think like this at the moment. Like, I kind of just wanted to come do my...
Would you get it at home gym?
Yeah, I would, but I got to have money, though.
Makes sense. And,
like,
and
I wouldn't...
space.
Yeah. So, currently right now, nah. Because I won't be able to build it the way I would like it to be built.
Oh, okay.
But when I have money, things will change. So this is probably years down the line when I'm not going to say when I'm an adult, because I'm an adult now. But I guess when just like I'm a little bit more grown.
Yeah, probably like your 30s or some shit.
Yeah. So whether it's in my garage or like I have a separate little area for it.
I think you should have a separate area for it. Don't leave your garage for your actual vehicles.
Well, if my garage is big enough, you have a little bit of best of both worlds.
True. Yeah.
Because like I still want a gym. Like I want a gym like a Epic Fitness quality or Gold's Gym quality gym just at my home. I just don't want
that. Like, you talking about like that size?
Not necessarily that size, maybe not as big as that, but that type of equipment.
Okay.
So like I probably won't have every single equipment that they have at Gold's Gym. No, because I also don't use all the equipment. I only get equipment that I know that I'm going to use. But it needs to still be enough size to hold gym equipment. Like, I ain't trying to... Like, some people have a whole gym and you walk in and it's like one bench, a couple of dumbbells, and like, that's it.
So that's why I'm thinking, like, especially if I were to make your house, why not just have like an entire section just for that?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then just like leave your garage to...
Listen, that's perfectly
do your garage thing.
I have no problem with it. It was more just like an option.
All right, fair.
I have no problem with having my own separate thing. I'm not stuck on it being a garage. The only good thing about being a garage is like I might just like walk downstairs into my garage. I'm at the gym. Compared to like walking like outside to a shed. But like honestly,
outside to a shed. I was more imagining it was a part of the house.
Oh, you're thinking about it as a part of the house?
Yeah, of course.
I was thinking like a separate.
Really? Like you got to leave your crib to go there?
Yeah, but like still on the premises. So like I ain't talking.
Interesting.
I'm not talking like.
You're thinking more compounds.
I want a lot of land, bro. So I'm not thinking like we're walking miles, but like, you know, maybe like 20, 30 feet from the house.
Really?
And we just walk.
Interesting.
Walk out. Similar to how we walk from here to the gas station over there.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's a short walk. It's right there. But that way also now that it's not a part of the house, I feel like it's a little bit bigger.
So you kind of want it to be like its individual.
It'd be nice.
Individual entity in a way.
And I guess also too, not having a part of the house, it's like not that like I guess I say like it's freeing, but during that time period, I'll probably have like a family. So like when I go to the gym, it'll kind of be like a little sanctuary.
You'll get out of there and
I'll
be able to go to that location and just work out.
So I could just work out, And I ain't got no problem working out alone. I've been doing it for so long. So like now, it'd be pretty.
And you know, I was gonna ask you, wouldn't that kind of like not make you get up in the morning? But knowing you and knowing the person that you are, I know that
it don't really matter.
Yeah, doesn't bother.
It don't really.
Because frankly, you'll drive 20 minutes to.
We go to a gym farther away now.
So yeah.
We sit in traffic, go to the gym.
If it's
You
right
know what I'm
across
saying? So that don't make no
30 feet away.
Yeah, that don't make no difference.
Yeah, I know.
It actually would. I think if anything, it would motivate me more. I have a 20-minute car ride to the gym now,
Yeah.
compared to a less than a 5-minute walk.
Personalized gym that I made.
Personalized gym that I made, that I know that I like all the equipment in, all this other stuff. I don't gotta pay for it. Open 24 hours. Don't gotta worry about losing a fucking key fob or any of that.
No.
I can just walk in when I want.
Because it's on your property.
Exactly, and it's a gym as well. My girl, my wife can enjoy it. If I got kids, they can enjoy it. If the team comes over to my house, y'all want to have a workout,
they can go do that too.
more than welcome.
Too. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think you should have multiple things in there as well. Not even just like the. Now I'm thinking about maybe having other activities around for the kids too.
What you mean?
Like if your daughter or something like the swimming, having like a pool or something around like the back.
That'd be cool.
Any other things, maybe like a field or such, you know?
Yeah, well, I think if you have enough land, you kind of could.
Yeah, you can play around with it.
Kind of make it and all that other stuff. I would like field though and like land, because that's kind of how I grew up. I ain't gonna sit here and say I grew up on acres, because obviously our shit is nowhere near a fucking acre. But you've seen it. We have a decent backyard, and because of that, I was able to play football outside with my friends. We've played soccer out there before.
Yep.
Me and my dad, when I was doing football, used to train out there all the time and stuff like that, do different drills and stuff, because we had a big enough lawn.
Yeah, to do that.
Also big enough, I've hosted events for me and my friends. I mean, my family is hosting events back there. Barbecues, graduation parties, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I've hosted different events for my friends, like little cookouts and shit back there. And stuff like that. So I kind of want to emulate
the same thing.
Emulate that. Maybe a little bit more on a grander scale, of course, but at least kind of what I have back at home.
I can, frankly, I can see where you're coming from there. I would also want to do something similar, frankly, if I had, lots of land. That's one of the goals in life. To accrue a decent amount of land to be able to build on it and do as I please.
And just do whatever you want.
Yeah, because I want guns, and you can't really shoot your guns on other people's land. But you can do it on your own land, and it'll be perfectly fine.
Well, yeah, because it's yours.
Exactly.
And it makes sense you can't shoot on somebody else's land, especially due to how powerful those things can be.
Exactly. So I can do it on my own property, and someone could call the cops on me, because it's, of course, they'll hear the noise of gunshots, but there's shots being ringed out. So the cops will come, but it's my property, so
it's like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Especially if you have, licenses and it's legal. And
yes, exactly. And by that point, all that shit will be... I'll have all that stuff.
Yeah, all that will be taken care of.
I can't have land without being already licensed gun owner. One's much easier to do than the other.
Would you also want a gym on your property?
Yeah. I've come to the point where I realize that gym is like an important part of my life.
Yeah.
Like it's something that you need to continually do.
Yeah.
It's just important in regards to continuing to grow as just a human being, I believe. Helps your mind, helps your body. I believe it helps your soul too.
It helps you fucking stay alive.
Yeah. It keeps you focused. And just that repetition kind of helps you to...
build discipline.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. So, yes, I would like a gym on my property. I'm not sure if I would do, a different location. I probably would have it, in my house.
Oh, in your home?
Yeah, because, I don't want to, have to walk outside just to...
Wow.
Because, what if it rains and I got to go get wet just to go to the gym?
You know what's wild? They make these wonderful inventions called umbrellas.
Of course, yes.
And whenever you open the umbrella,
yes,
you actually don't get wet.
That's true. You're correct there, sir. But they also have this thing called building your gym inside your house so you don't have to leave already.
Yeah, but what I'm saying...
wonderful inventions that we created as human beings.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we can do that and then eliminate the umbrellas altogether.
That's true, but then you can also still have your own place where you can still go.
And when I come to visit you, I'll go to yours.
So what, you're going to build it attached to your house?
Of course, yeah.
So it won't be in your garage or nothing?
No. It'll be its own entity. I might make it 1 or 2 stories.
You're making it 2 stories? Look at you.
Yeah, have a little swing to come down to the second one for the kids.
A little swing? You mean a slide?
Yeah, slide. Yeah, slide.
Come down for a second.
So you can just slide down.
Your shit going to be more fun than mine.
Yeah, it's more for just the family.
No, you better than me.
Because it's in the home, Gotta make my home look fun.
I feel you. I mean, listen, my shit
especially if I'm making it.
My shit gonna be for the family as well, but mine's gonna be more business.
It's gonna be more militant. I feel just straight black. Straight, just like
maybe black and red. Shout out to the podcast.
Makes sense. I like those colors too.
Yeah, I might gotta do that. No slide though. It's like, now we ain't none. It's all business in here, man. We ain't playing around.
You said no what?
No slide.
No slide?
You said you don't have a slide from.
Oh, no slide. Okay, no.
No slide, bro.
Because it's just gonna be one story, ain't it?
It's gonna be all business. Yeah, it don't need to be 2 stories. Everything could just be on 1 story. If this 1 story is big enough, it's gonna be all business, man. Come on, bro. We ain't playing. Fuck the slide, bro. Fuck the kids. The kids in there training too, bro.
What you mean? Everyone. You gotta think about their happiness, man. You gotta think about
this is a part of
think about the fun things you did as a kid.
First and foremost,
that's one of the fun things. Those are one of the memories. They'll always remember slide down dad slide when
if you want to compare my childhood to this childhood that we're creating, completely different. I never grew up with a fucking slide in my house.
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is those memories that they would create, they would enjoy them.
Yeah, they could create other memories. Don't worry, they'll know what a slide is when we go to a fucking park. But when we're in the gym, it's like this is a whole different. We're in the gym. This is game time. Everything has its time and place.
Fair enough.
If we're in the gym, we're working out. We're focused. We're serious. Now, when we go to play, yeah, we'll go to a park and you'll slide down and run around and go on the monkey bars and, we'll take home videos and we'll do all that sweet family shit. That's all cool. But once we go to the gym, yeah, fuck that, bro. We're training. It's just what it is.
I feel like you'll be just a serious father then.
I don't think I'll be serious. I think it's a balance. I'll be both. Serious, but also strict. Similar to how my father is. Serious, but also strict. Wow, the same thing. Serious, but also like loving. Serious, but also loving. That's how my father was. When we were at home, it was. I mean, he was still strict at home. Don't get me wrong, but like, it was a lot more joking around, a lot more having fun, cool. But when I went to the gym, like, it was a lot of the shit me and you do in the gym now, I could have never done when I was starting off at 12, 13 years. Never. Me listening to music, no. Me pulling out my phone, bro, I used to get in trouble for pulling out my phone. I had to let him know who it was. If I got a text or a call, he'd be like, yo, put it away. But I'm like, nah, it's Tiana. He'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, it's Mom. Oh, okay. But like if I was like, yo, it's Charles, he'd be like, yo, fuck Charles. Bro. You could talk to him later. I'm so serious, bro. It was serious.
Let me ask you. Would you do that to your kids too?
Yeah. 100%. Because it keeps you focused. Because of that, I believe that's why now I'm really good at like training and locking in and all this other stuff.
Okay.
It's because it just teaches, and I never enforce said rules to you. One, you're an adult. But I know, like, I'm kind of, like, training you and you're, like, following my lead. But I never really enforce said rules to you because I think it's different when you're training as a child than when you're training as an adult.
Yeah.
As a child, I'm learning. I didn't really know what I'm doing. 2, I know there are adults who don't want to be there. But I don't know. I feel like just as a kid, not that I say I really didn't want to be there, but I definitely would have probably got more distracted if I was listening to music all the time. I probably wouldn't have focus in terms of spotting my father and realizing the safety of it. I probably would have been trying to like text my friends and try to get through, or maybe even waste time between sets because I'm on my phone texting or picking a song or something like that. So because of that, I think as a kid, I probably would have wasted more time. So in order for me to really get into the gym and to know exactly what to do, how to spot, how to carry myself, what muscles I felt like, what exercises hit certain muscles, I needed to fully pay attention. So how do I fully pay attention is no phone, no music, just me and the workout partner. What
do you do if you get pushback?
What do you mean?
If you were to do this and your kid were to give you pushback, I know you probably didn't get much pushback, but there's no guarantee your son or daughter's like, nah, I'm not trying to do all that.
I mean, you just take the phone away. Also, I could also start young enough to where they don't have a phone. Mm-hmm. I didn't get a phone until I was 11.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, like, if I start training them before I even give them a phone, then it's completely different.
So is that something you would do?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, it's really hard to say just because, like, I'm not a parent.
All right, but hypothetically speaking, at what age would you start training your kid if you were to start training them?
I don't know. As of right now, I probably think around this age I started 10 or 11, but I'd probably put them in sports before then. They'd be active before they start lifting weights. But I'd definitely start them young. I think it's just easier once you start them young. I believe the reason why it's so easy for me to go to the gym is because I started young. Mm-hmm. Like you're talking about, I'm 24 now. I've been doing this since I was 11. Ingrained in me since I was 11. Going every single day. Like no rest days, which hindsight after doing research probably wasn't the smartest. But like
rest days are important.
Going 7 days a week, every single week, it just kind of becomes like ingrained in me until now.
Repetition.
Yeah, until now, like it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say my day is weird without it, but it's just not the same.
It's like second nature. It's a part of your life.
Yeah, and then also I do believe I've grown a little bit of pride in how I look and how I take care of my body and all that other stuff. So once that starts to kind of kick in and you start seeing results as a kid, you kind of want to keep it. Because then also I've always been.
You see the progress.
Yeah, so like I ain't the biggest dude, but like I've always been more fit than
most people,
all my peers. Yeah, people might be bigger than me. They might be taller than me, stronger than me, faster than me, but majority of the people aren't as like cut in their muscle or just developed as mine in terms of my peers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So because of that, I also noticed that it also kind of helped me stand out a little bit. So over time, I started taking a liking to that, which kind of helped me in terms of like keep going. Because now I'm like, I know I look like this because I work out. And I have gotten injuries and haven't worked out for long periods of time. And then I've seen how my body's been. And personally, I like how I look when I work out compared to when I don't work out. So because of that, you keep it going. I think it's better to start off young. And it's better to keep them, especially if you have kids, you got to keep them as focused and as locked in as possible. And the fact that you're kids and you already have short attention spans already does not help. Yeah, especially with like the growth of technology, and I know it was different with me because I wasn't exposed. Not that I wasn't exposed to a bunch of technology, but like I didn't get a phone until I was 11, and on top of that, it was one of them slide shits. Like it's not even like I could go on YouTube, all that.
Nope. Not no iPhone.
Nope. My parents like this for call and text.
Like their kids.
You play any games on this, that's your ass because it's extra.
There are kids now that have phones just like those.
Bruh, for real. Man. There's 8-year-olds with like iPhone 15s and shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
I started off with a fucking Samsung. That's
crazy. I started off with a Nokia
type shit.
You know, like the only thing that I was gonna be playing was Snake, the game Snake, and that's it. There's no Wi-Fi, no nothing.
I had my shit had no game. My parents
just a call.
I could only play Sudoku. I didn't even know how to play Sudoku.
Yeah, facts.
So I was like, and my parents said I'm gonna get my ass whooped if I play any games on here because it charges.
Yeah, facts. Because there's no Wi-Fi or whatever. Or charge you for Wi-Fi
type shit. So I'm like, all right, well. Looks like I'm calling my parents.
Back when that shit was just 2G.
Yeah, exactly. But that's just how it. But that's how my father was growing up. I'm thankful for it, and I'm thankful because I just felt like because of that I was able to. I think if I was given access to like me being on my phone and listening to music, I'm not sure how much like development, how much learning I really would have had compared to all distractions. All distractions are taken away, so like I have to focus.
You know, the short attention span thing is really true because kids naturally have a short attention span when they're kids, and you're supposed to slowly grow out of that as you become an adult.
Get older and stuff like that.
Yeah, but if you don't practice, you get to see a lot of adults who now have short attention spans themselves. Yeah. Frankly, this entire world, look at TikTok. It's just built for people who have short attention spans. So that's just kind of what you build up. If I were to do it, I think I'd probably start them off, of course, in just like whatever sport it was, but in just like training them, maybe like 7 or 8. I'd start around that age.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad either.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad.
I want to start them young. Mm-hmm. I just think I don't know. I saw a lot of benefits from it in terms of starting young.
And they're just more moldable. Like they're probably more willing to work out with you at that age because you're just like, I want to do things with you compared to when you're more teenager, just like I want to do things with my friends. Yeah. You know, if you start working out with them from that age, they build up that routine. Yeah. Even when they're teenagers, they're just gonna be like, oh, wow, well, I have to work out with my dad and then I'll go hang out with my friends.
Yeah, that's how it was with me. But I think also too, it depends on what sport. Depends on what sport they're playing and how serious the kid takes the sport.
True.
If a kid really wants to go pro, he's 9 out of 10 going to sacrifice some time with his friends or whatever. Yeah. I once wanted to play in the league, so because of that, I was a lot more focused and driven and was willing to sacrifice certain things. So I think that also, plays a role. But even my kids didn't want to play sports. I still like, you still got to work out. You still got to stay active. Like, it's healthy.
Would you force him?
What, to work out? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's a requirement. Male or female, like I don't care. You're my daughter.
But you wouldn't do what your father did, where he was like, listen, like you either coming or not. Like I'm not going baby you. I'm not going.
It depends. It might depend on how old they are. The younger they are, just the more like you're gonna do it.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
As they get older.
So is there a cutoff point for when?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, and that's very hard.
Fair enough.
That's very hard to answer, especially at the current moment. I also think my dad was that way with me. One, probably because I'm a guy, so he's probably a little bit harsher.
You're the only son.
I also think that's a good way to really test and see like how much your kids want it. It's different with me because I wanted to be a professional athlete. So because of that, I had to have some semblance of drive. Compared to if you are talking to your son or daughter who has no aspirations of being a professional athlete.
Yeah, no, it's not necessary.
It's a little different. Mm-hmm. I think eventually I might get there, depending on how old they are. Like I said, it's hard for me to answer, but definitely in the beginning, I'm kind of just gonna be like,
"You're coming."
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Like Noah's at home. Like you're coming with me. Like I'm leaving the house, going to the gym. Your mom's already left. Your sister's off at school.
Yeah, come on.
You're just here. You're coming with me. I'm not gonna leave you at the house by yourself.
Yeah.
Or
I'll try to get them on a. What I do is also make it easier. Is just get them on a schedule, so they know. Like, okay, you come home from school at 2:30. By 4 p.m., we're going to the gym. So that means your homework needs to be done, or at least almost done by the time we go to the gym. So like they know, like it's a schedule. I wouldn't necessarily just like come in and surprise them and be like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to the gym. Because even with me, I was on a schedule. I knew my dad came home at 5. He likes to relax a little bit and eat, so we leave at 7. So I knew at 7 o'clock, we would be leaving the house. 7 p.m., we'd be leaving the house to go to the gym. I knew.
So you had that schedule.
It was a schedule. So I knew what it was.
Wow.
And I went damn near every day. Unless, like, and my dad's typical, like, if I'm like, listen, I got a project and, like, I really got to get this done. Then he'd be like, okay, like, school's more important.
You'll be flexible.
Stay home and, he wasn't flexible. Like, you have to come or all that other stuff.
Yeah. They understand academics is still as important.
It's still number one. Yeah. So he wasn't, like, unreasonable.
Okay.
But I was on a schedule. Mm-hmm. So I knew, okay, 7 o'clock, we're going to the gym. Or if he's coming home a little earlier, he might tell me, hey, we might go earlier today or whatever. Or sometimes if he's working late, he'll be like, listen, no gym today. So, like, things change. But it's easier when you're on a schedule. So, like, I would do that with my kids as well. Just keep them on a schedule. Mm-hmm. Be like, okay, during school year or whatever, I get home at this time, we're going to go to the gym at this time.
It's probably just easier to manage for them, too.
100%, because they know. And it's kind of like that it's kind of just like that repetition. I think it's easier to do things personally when you have a schedule. When you have it scheduled out and you do it every single day, it's easier to kind of stay consistent with it, easier to stay disciplined with it, easier to mentally get your mind ready for it because okay, at 7 o'clock,
I have to do this.
I have to go do this.
Yeah. And it's like,
so it kind of just becomes ingrained in you.
Yeah.
So I would definitely put my kids on a schedule and just do it just like that.
Would you consider possibly doing that to the whole family? Like a family workout type thing, or is it just more your kids?
Yeah, I would kind of want my wife to, I guess, be a little bit more, I'm not going to say like gung-ho, but like just take initiative to like go on her own as well. I don't mind doing the whole family thing, but it's a little bit different when it comes to kids than when it comes to adults. Because the kids, you're raising them, There are certain things that they are not going to want to do that as an adult, you got to make sure your kids do.
Would you prefer, if you were to train your kids, it'd be just you and them compared to just you, her, and them?
No, of course not.
No.
Because I think it's also good for the kids to see that both, not just father does it, but also mom's doing it too. Okay. That like this is and I guess that would be a good thing in terms of doing it as a family. Because now the kids see like, oh, okay, this is how both mom and dad live. This is how they structure their life.
I think that'd be really healthy if you actually could like orient
and get a whole family. Yeah.
Maybe not like a whole bunch. I understand like schedules might not always be the same.
Yeah, exactly.
But just like every now and then, like actually,
even just like on the weekends.
Yeah,
on the weekends we work out as a family,
and just like schedule that in every now and then.
Yeah.
Of course, like you work out by yourself.
Yeah.
Then you work out with the kids.
Yeah.
But then like every now and then, every 2 weeks or something like that, you work out.
With the family.
I think
that'd be pretty cool.
Really healthy.
Yeah,
honestly.
Because obviously I would want my girl to work out, but I just kind of expect her to take a little bit more initiative because she's an adult.
Yeah, so you just want her to kind of do it herself.
Doing her now, she wants to work out with me, of course, and we could set up a time. Or if she want to work out with the kids, of course, then we could. You know what I'm saying?
Would you?
But my wife, I feel like I shouldn't have to tell her, "Hey, we're going to work out." My kids, you're a little different. You're 6, 7, 8, 9. I can understand. Yeah. So I got to tell you what we're doing because I'm the adult.
Yeah.
But just like I don't expect my wife to come tell me, "Hey, Tyler, you need to go work out."
Yeah.
I should already know. I got to work out.
And chances are the reason she's wifey in the first place is because she was doing those things.
Exactly.
So she would naturally.
So nothing should really change. If anything, how I look at it should be easier. You used to drive. You can walk now to the gym right there, and it's yours. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You play your own music. You can do whatever you want.
You have the key to get in.
You have the key to get in type shit. Yeah. Whatever equipment she wanted, if she was like, I like this equipment and this equipment, best believe I'm going to buy it for her.
Exactly. It's going to be there.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like, even though the gym is, I'm not going to say tailored toward me, but I want it to look a certain way. If my wife is like, oh, well, I like to use this equipment and this equipment and this equipment and this equipment, I'd be like, say less. Yeah. I probably won't use it, but if you're going to use it.
The equipment you want, that's the equipment.
That's the equipment that also.
The equipment
exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're going to get. Yeah. I definitely see that. I think it's something you should definitely consider.
I have a question. Would you, because I kind of told you how my father did me in terms of the gym. Like, no phone, only answer if it's like family members or whatever. No music, like truly just. Would you do that to your kid?
Yeah, I would too. As I was laughing at it when you were telling me, and I do find it quite comical. But I do, I do agree with you. It is
for the best. It is for the best. In the moment, I was kind of like,
why?
This sucks. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm scared to check my phone, bro. I'm about to get fucking scolded at the gym.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're already intimidating enough. Let alone, bro, I'm about to get my ass beat just because my fucking sister called me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do think it is. Looking back at it, I was kind of like, this is trash. But
it's important.
Yeah. Like now I understand the importance of it. Yeah. Back then that sucked. Yeah. Now though I understand like, wow, I'm probably the way I'm in.
That was build character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then also once you get the routine of working out, like, you know, music ain't really a distraction to me anymore. No. I don't really be texting people at the gym, but like I know that I could like text somebody at the gym and it wouldn't mess up my rest in between. I wouldn't all of a sudden just dive completely into my phone and not the gym because I kind of understand the importance of it.
Yeah. I'd have to say I understand where you're coming from there, man. It's one of the things that I try not to do myself. I mean, of course, I listen to music at the gym. Yeah. But I try not to unfocus myself, even when I'm like picking out songs and such. I know I still.
Yeah, I try to do it quick.
But like I try to at least kind of get myself going again and not get too unfocused. The only difficult part is if me and you were having a conversation. That's always going to take up.
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's just like it's like having a conversation. Like when you have a conversation, and it's crazy because I've noticed this, and this is how I know it's really with everybody. It's not even just you, because the same thing happened, especially now, when I work with my father.
Oh yeah.
When I was younger, it was much more like
focused.
We're here for business.
Working out, yeah.
And a lot of the talking back then he was giving me was more either encouragement, or teaching me how to do it, telling me I need to do it this way or whatever. But even now, like if I go back and work out with my dad, if we talk for majority of the workout shit every time.
And that happens sometimes.
Yeah, of course. Because there's sometimes too, like especially now not living with them. Sometimes we go to the gym to kind of like catch up. Yeah. It's like a bonding type of thing.
Exactly.
So now I'm kind of catching up with him, just talking, whatever. And our workout turns out to be a little shitty. Mm-hmm. But there's some times where we go and we still talk, but we'll talk a little bit less. And our workouts is much more intense.
I do appreciate that he understands. And it's just like when y'all do talk, it's just going to be like that.
I just think it's a different dynamic now.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's still father-son, but like as a father, how you treat your 11-year-old son is going to be different than how you treat your 24-year-old son.
Your adult son
it's completely different.
Much more respect.
Yeah, especially when like
he's growing into his own now.
Yeah. And like I'm out the house. I pay my own bills. Like I take care of my own responsibilities. Like it's not like I'm still living there and I'm leeching off of them.
You're dependent off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like because of that, he views me a little different. I don't see him as much. So now when I see him, conversations is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just like anybody.
It's more of a moment type of a thing.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from there.
So it's a part of it. It happens with you. It happens with him. If I get another workout partner years down the line or whatever, 9 out of 10 is probably going to happen with them.
I wouldn't be surprised if it happened if you and your wife worked out together too every now and then.
It's going to
end up talking about something.
Exactly, and it just kind of messes up. That's why, it's good to, and me and you do this. We have days where we talk at the gym, but then we also have days when we're much more focused. Much more locked in. We really don't say much to each other. Mm-hmm. Other than like, yo, we're doing this or we're doing this, asking each other questions in terms of the actual workout in of itself. Yeah. And then we get right back into it. So
essentially, you just kind of just work.
Yeah, exactly.
You get the best workouts those times.
Yeah. That's also why sometimes I like working out alone.
I understand that. Because
I typically, whenever I work out alone, majority of the time, I have a pretty good workout. Because I ain't got no one to talk to. It's just...
There's a good chance, at least for me personally, if I'm not working out with you, I will end up working out by myself. Because I'm probably more comfortable just being dull out at this point.
Yeah.
Frankly, just because of the training that I've gone through, which is actually pretty decent.
Thanks, man. I try.
Yeah. Like earlier today, you said we weren't really talking that much. Frankly, that workout was...
It's just different when you don't talk. It's just different when you don't talk. You're just locked in. And you'll notice this, as you work out by yourself. You've already noticed this, but you'll notice it more. Because you don't have no one else really to talk to, not that I guess there's nothing else really to do, but actually just work out. So you just get a little bit more invested in it, a little bit more, Mm-hmm. That's just kind of how I think. I also drink a little bit of pre-workout or some type of energy drink, so I'd be a little riled up. So I'd be kind of like just like ready to go, and I just be, focused, listen to music, and just lock in.
I tend to use it to push myself harder, do a couple extra reps. At least try to.
Yeah, facts. I think you also understand like why I'm here. Why are you here? Why are we here? Why are we pushing ourselves? What's the purpose of being here? And that's what kind of also helps me stay focused in the gym, even when there's like a bunch of females and, it's hard not to look around. I just continue to remind myself, why am I here? What's the purpose of me being here? Purpose to get better.
If you were to go abroad, do you think you'll still work out?
100%.
Yeah.
It won't be the same.
What would you do? Would you just do push-ups, sit-ups?
It depends what type of... it depends. So if I'm able to find a gym, somewhat of a gym, I would use the equipment that's in the gym. I understand it ain't going to be the same as Epic Fitness or Edge or Gold's Gym or any of those. Yeah. But I would use the equipment that's in there. So typically, majority of the time, if you find even like a hotel gym, something like that, typically they have like a little dip machine. Mm-hmm. They have a pull-up bar. Mm-hmm. Some of them have bench, some of them don't. Typically, they'll have some type of cables, and they also have dumbbells. Dumbbells don't go up that heavy, but they got dumbbells.
Yeah.
So I would do that. So if they had dumbbells, you could do. If they have dumbbells on a bench, I could do bench press. I could do incline press. I could do shoulder press. I could do curls, triceps. I could do rows. I could do the whole body with
so you'll be able with
some dumbbells. Yeah, and if they have a pull-up, easy. Do pull-ups, dips. Fucking dip master. Fucking do that. So that would be my go-to. Now, if I don't have a gym, I'd probably just bring a deck of cards and just go through a deck of cards.
That's what I had to do in Italy.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find a gym.
So it's going to be one of those two. Either find a gym that's relatively serviceable and just, make up workouts there, or just go through the deck of cards and just do push-ups. If I'm really feeling it, I'll also maybe do sit-ups or something like that. That's typically what I would do. But also abroad, I'm not training the same way I'm training here.
Not as intense?
No.
Because you just enjoy the area.
Nah, it's just typically because the workout equipment just isn't the same. So I guess you could still push. And don't get me wrong, I would still push myself, but like Me working out abroad is more to maintain compared to here.
I think it depends on the country you go to.
Yeah, true. But I think also a part of like building and pushing muscles, a part of like your nutrition. My nutrition abroad isn't going to be as strict as it is here. Because also I'm abroad, so I want to live a little bit. I want to see a little bit more. I want to try different foods.
So wouldn't you be like eating more and putting on kind of like the pounds?
Possibly, yeah. But also
then
just
you
not
work out and then kind of cut that up in a way.
Nah, it's not as simple as you're thinking. It's not like I eat a lot and then like I go work out and then like now I'm sure.
Well, I'm saying like over. Of course, this is an overtime type of a thing.
Typically, when people go on vacation, they're going to be eating more than the calories they're burning.
Okay.
So the chances of me going on a vacation, not saying I'm gonna come back and like gain a shit ton of weight, but it also takes time to sculpt a figure. So unless I'm living over abroad for a while and I can get a regimen, cool. But the chances of doing that within a couple weeks and what you're saying is kind of slim. I also think in terms of building muscle and kind of getting the body you want, you need to, me personally, I do it similar to I guess how like bodybuilders do it or whatever. I like to keep track of everything I'm eating. I like to keep track of shit.
You be counting like
I like to count calories and all this other stuff. It's hard to do that out abroad. You know what I mean? You go pick up a pizza. What are you gonna do? Sit there and look up, see how many all the other stuff. You know, it's easier here. Like here, I fucking weigh my protein and all the other stuff. Do a cup of rice. Like I weigh everything. So so much easier to keep things in a controlled environment compared to when I'm out. Because even when I notice too, like, and I even notice now on days that I'm not strict, my weight just fluctuates. Like the past 2 days, kind of ate like shit. I weigh more now.
Oh, yeah.
I was like 160. I'm now 163. Once I get back on my regimen, I'm going to drop back down to 160. But then once I go back and start eating like shit, I'm going to go up a little bit. So it kind of just goes like up and down. And it takes time to like sculpt your body and to build muscle. And typically if you're eating a lot, it kind of turns into fat. And it takes time to either lose fat or kind of sculpt the muscle you've gotten. Like it takes time. So like unless you're over abroad for a significant amount of time, it ain't really you're not gonna go out there, eat a bunch, and then work out, and then now be shredded. And like,
I figured you wouldn't be shredded while you're over there, but at least if you ate a whole bunch, and then you worked out over like the over months, even coming back home, wouldn't you eventually, I guess, tone up that mass that you accumulated?
I think it depends how hard you're working out.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about you specifically, so I'm assuming that you yourself would.
Well, if we're talking about me specifically, it takes a while for me to like. I ain't gonna say put on fat, but like I don't really be gaining weight that fast. No. So like me is a little different because, you know, being young and my metabolism is kind of fast. I kind of not that I know how to game it, but like I can lose weight in like 2 days. I've done it. Even like sometimes going to work, I don't really eat that much sometimes at work because I'm constantly moving. I go to work on Thursday, I'm 163. 2 days go by, I'm back to 158, 159.
Yeah, because you don't eat.
Because I still eat my certain set of meals, but I just don't eat, you know, as much. And maybe I am a little bit more active, so that's kind of help, you know, burn and set calories and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think also some of it's how much you're moving. But for like the average person, you know, if you're younger, it's a little bit easier to kind of finesse the joint. But for the average person, you're probably going to eat a shit ton. And you're not going to work out enough to burn off that weight. Because the whole point of losing weight is what? Burning more calories than you eat. So the only way you're really going to kind of be able to do so is if you're eating a shit ton, but then you're also working out a shit ton that's going to burn all the calories that you ate. It's going to be kind of hard to do. And I think majority of people who go on vacation, and I kind of fall into this category at least, want to spend more time on vacation than working out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And no, I mean, I don't eat a shit ton, but I know I'm going to try definitely a bunch of different foods. And I wouldn't be surprised if I gained a couple pounds over there. But my main reason is to working out is really just to maintain while I'm over there. Now, while I'm here, I have more of a goal in terms of either to gain weight or to lose weight because I have more control over it. I could actually sit there and make sure I'm eating all the right foods, eating all the healthy foods, and just staying disciplined with it. Over there, I want to be more loose.
Yeah. So you're kind of giving yourself just more time to be free and
Yeah. So you try a little bit more. You do
kind of like a
more.
cheat day, but just more of a cheat.
Yeah, exactly.
Vacation.
Exactly. That's a cheap vacation, but you just kind of got to be smart with it. But me personally, I still want to work out because I still want to kind of keep what I have
somewhat of a figure.
Keep somewhat of a figure, not just like not work out. And obviously you ain't gonna lose everything in a couple of weeks, but still to keep everything a little bit, full. So I would definitely still work out. Now over there, I wouldn't be taking any of the supplements that I usually take over here.
Couldn't you just bring them with you though?
Yeah, but I ain't trying to. But I could. I mean, creatine and protein. I mean, I could, but it's just I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I think if I was living over there, sure. Mm-hmm. But in terms of just going for a trip, I don't think it's really
not necessary.
Nah, it's not that serious. Because you can build muscle. You can build muscle without creatine. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm taking steroids.
Yeah.
Where like that's doing majority of the work. You can build muscle without. I mean, look at you for example. You are significantly bigger than what you once were, and you haven't been taking creatine from the start until now. Yeah. You've taken it, which helped, but you've gone periods when you went off of it. When you first started, you weren't taking anything at all, and you were still able to see.
That's true.
So you don't need it, but it does help and aid. But over there, I just want to keep a little bit of my.
That's an extra thing to carry.
It's an extra thing to carry, extra thing to have, extra thing to take. Everything.
Keep track of.
Exactly, especially if I'm over. You going out now. It's different.
You want to pack light.
If you're going over there for a year or something, a little different.
Yeah.
You're going over there for a couple of weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right.
Yeah. Just a real quick trip.
I just want to maintain. That's it. 'Cause I know even me maintaining, I'm still gonna look good, still gonna look decent. That's all I need for those 3 weeks, And also, give my body a little bit of time to rest, a little bit of time to recover, compared to because I know we majority of the time we have pretty intense workouts.
Yeah.
So this will kind of give my body a little bit of time to, I think, recover.
True.
Even though I'm still working out and still moving.
Yeah.
Not as heavy, not pushing as hard, but still getting a good pump, still getting a good burn. And then when I come back, it'll be back to
at least however the schedule is.
How our schedule is now. Yeah, I know, because it's finna change.
Yeah, a little bit different.
It'll go back to continuing to continue to make sure meal prep everything, continue to work out hard, continue to schedule our workouts, continue to push a little bit more to muscle failure. I ain't really going to do that over there. I'm really just going to get a pump. Once you get a pump, that's it. But one thing I do want to talk about, kind of change up the conversation and topic, kind of just to get your input on this. Yesterday we saw Deadpool.
Funny enough, I was going to bring it up right after.
And I kind of just wanted to see what you thought about the film.
It was okay. It wasn't bad. And I thought the superhero stuff was all cool and all that stuff. Certain things were just
a little sus.
More a required taste. I'll say that. It's not my style personally.
Not a fan.
Nah. Some of the scenes were like, is that necessary? Do you really need to be doing that? But overall, the story was cool. Action was cool. The gore was decent. I don't feel like I wasted any money. I enjoyed the time overall.
1 out of 10. What did you give it?
I know yesterday when I first told you I said 7.
Yeah.
I would like to change that though back to I'd like to bring it down to a 5.
To a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like a 7 was a little bit too generous.
It's funny, and I didn't want to tell you this before, but actually my sister's boyfriend saw it. And he actually was like, "Yeah, you could wait." He's like, "You could wait till that shit comes out on like DVD. Like you don't have to go see it."
Oh yeah,
that's what he said. But then you told me you heard reviews that it was good.
Yeah, I heard that it was good.
I was like, "Fuck it," and it wasn't bad. Like I told you yesterday, I give it like a 4 or 5. I ain't even gonna lie. There was a part where I did kind of doze off.
I noticed. I know. I looked over at you and I'm like, it's dark, so I couldn't really
really see my eyes.
I'm like, yo, is he sleeping right now?
Bro, yeah.
I think he's sleeping.
Because it just got dry, bro. It just got dry.
And you also didn't snore, but like I thought I heard something.
You know what's crazy? I thought I snored. I thought I like woke myself up. And I was like, all right, let me chill. But at the same time, I was like, yo, I'm not sure if I did snore. Maybe I did. But I thought I woke myself up. It was okay.
I definitely like Bad Boys better than the last.
I like Bad 100%. I like Bad Boys more.
I
agree with you. There are certain scenes and stuff that I do think it's like a little bit of an acquired taste. But it was okay. I'm not upset that I went. I don't think I wasted money, especially because the tickets were quite cheap.
Yeah.
But
it was just the overall experience too.
Yeah. But I kind of agreed with. Now, after seeing it, I kind of agree with like my sister's boyfriend in terms.
Yeah, you could have came out and saw him.
Yeah. Like, yo, you can wait till that shit drop on Disney Plus and just watching it at home type shit. Because it was okay. It was okay.
They made a lot of money though. Apparently,
made a shit ton. Made over $1 billion, bro.
They broke the fourth wall a decent amount.
Yeah. Facts.
So
that's a part of it because that's kind of how the other Deadpools were as well.
Yeah.
Like
that's very much a Deadpool.
Deadpool and I'm not surprised. Like a lot of the jokes and all the other stuff they were making because like those were in the other.
They seem to have beef with Fox. I didn't really understand that. I will say there are portions of those like fourth wall breaks I didn't really get. Where I don't know what his problem with Fox was. I guess they have beef or some shit. He was like, "Yo, fuck you, Fox," and it was like them inside the boneyard or whatever.
It's hard for me to say because I'm with you. Like there's a lot of references, and also I guess this is also another thing. There were even certain things within like the Marvel universe that they would talk or they would reference and stuff like that. That I'm like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about, or I just like don't remember. Yeah. So I think that sometimes also makes it difficult in terms of following the storyline.
I didn't know Wolverine died.
Compared to.
I didn't know he died.
I forgot he died. I actually watched that movie. Forgot about the movie, but I do remember like that last scene of like him and the girl and shit like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, he died.
Did not know. So come to find out when I show up to this film,
that they talked about his death.
Yeah, I'm like, when the fuck did this happen? Yeah, I didn't know he. I thought he was invincible. I thought he couldn't. I thought he just regenerates all the time, but.
Yeah, they killed him with something. Yeah, but it's like a lot of stuff like that. Unless you're like really into Marvel.
Yeah. You're constantly watching their stuff, either reading comic books.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like pick up on those little things. I think that's also probably could have been a reason why I fell asleep.
I guess I'm more of a casual viewer where I'll watch it every now and then. That's.
I notice I mainly just watch them when like the movies come out, and I'm like, yeah, that was a good movie, but then like, kind of forget. Compared to people out there I know who like read the comics who are like,
maybe watch the TV shows.
Or like really, really like just into Marvel and all that.
Yeah.
But I ain't never got into it. But it was okay. I ain't upset that.
I had a good day overall.
Yeah, it was solid.
I can't really complain.
It was solid, man. Also went to Texas de Brazil, which was also nice.
Yes, it was nice. Decent food. Very good steak.
Yeah, facts.
That shit was delicious.
They know what they're doing there. I give it to them. We should go there more often.
Yeah. Make it a regular thing.
Type shit.
Make it, and I don't think for the price is that bad.
I saw you can eat quality food, bro.
Yeah, literally. You should have eaten more, but whatever.
What do you mean I should have? I couldn't eat more. What do you mean I should have eaten more?
You should have still. You wasted.
How? First and foremost, how did I waste money?
You had one plate. Man.
How do I waste money? First and foremost, I did not have one plate.
You didn't even go
multiple plates.
You didn't even get up and get anything else.
What are you talking about, Trey? What are you talking about? Did I not go up and get rice in the beginning?
We're coming to the end of the show.
Now he wants to end the show. Now all of a sudden, we're coming to the end of the show.
Listen,
now we want to end the show.
You didn't eat enough. That's my thing.
How? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
back up your statement.
I'm saying you should have went back and get more plates. You only went up once.
Bro, here's the thing. They bring the meats to you. What are you talking about? I got up and got some rice.
I'm talking about like the side dishes.
I don't want sides. I want the main.
But we come in here. We're coming to this nice place. You gotta
for the main.
You gotta go get the sides.
Bro, I'm not coming there.
You gotta go try everything.
I'm not coming there for the jasmine rice.
You gotta open your mind, Tyler.
Jasmine rice here.
You have to open your mind, Tyler.
Bro, they had nothing.
Open your
mind,
nothing
there that was mind opening.
Mind you're open.
For what? Jasmine? Mind you're open? This guy, bro.
End the show.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. So we gotta deal with on a daily basis.
Daily basis is wild, Tyler.
Anywho, we are coming to the end of the show. And around this time, we give advice. Trey, you have any advice you would like to give to the people?
Tell the people you love that you love them and hold them close because you never know when they'll go away. That's my advice.
Facts. That's actually
it's not bad.
It's actually pretty good advice. I actually really don't have any advice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read my screensaver because this sounds good enough to me.
Try not to break your phone in the process.
It's fine. I just got a new case.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we back at it. They are watching regardless. They are talking regardless. So do you regardless. I think this is kind of similar to what I said last week. But essentially, don't give a fuck about what anyone says about you.
do what you want, live your best life, have fun, be focused and disciplined though. Let's not ruin our lives, but like go out there if you have a goal or dream, go out there and do it and don't be afraid. So that would be my advice. Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate you guys continuing to come back to rock with us. It's a blessing, and we thank you guys for all the support that you guys give us. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. All episodes will be available there. On YouTube, just type in NOA Podcast. We're the first thing that pops up. You can find us on Instagram as well. It's going to be NOA_podcast. You can find us on TikTok. That's going to be NOA Podcast 1 and NOA Podcast 2. Once again, thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good one.